In this video, we'll be covering 10 insane upcoming horror games of 2023. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
There's an old saying about this place called hell where bad people go to after they're dead, after they die. But the worst part about hell is not the flames, it's the hopelessness. And I think that is the part of hell that a person in depression really tastes.
Luto is a first-person psychological horror narrative experience where you will embody a person unable to exit his own house. Finding the way to leave it will lead you through a series of paths that will challenge your senses. The developer of Luto is Broken Bird Games. There is no definitive release date as of yet. Be sure to add Luto to your wish list now on Steam and also download the demo to test it out. Luto gets a 5 out of 5 zombie hand rating for level of excitement. Ad Infinitum is a first-person psychological horror where you fight for your sanity and survival in the trenches of the Great War and the walls of your family home. Play as a German soldier haunted by the horrors of the Great War. Terrible creatures, death traps, and insane mysteries mark your path through the battlefield. The developer of the game is Picot. The slated release date is September 2023. If you have not already, be sure to add Infinitum to your wish list on Steam now. The game receives a 4.5 out of 5 zombie hand rating for excitement.
Manchmal weiß ich nicht, ob ich träume oder wache. Ob ich hier in den Gräben bin oder zurück im Haus in Berlin.
Shame Legacy is a first-person survival horror set in a forsaken cultist village. You attempt to survive using stealth and escape. By solving puzzles, you unravel the mystery that's haunting you. The developer is Fairy Ship Games and Revenant Games. The release date is set for May 30th, 2023. Be sure to add the game to your Steam wish list now. Shame Legacy receives a 3.5 out of 5 zombie hand for level of excitement.
Bob! Bob! Ah! Something very bad is happening!
My dad says the government is lying about everything.
Well, he's right. But don't worry, though. I'll protect you.
Ryan, something is wrong with Joe Parson, the farmer, you know. He called me a few minutes ago. He was very afraid.
Greyhill Incident is a story-driven survival horror game about a classic alien invasion which takes place during the early 90s. As Ryan Baker, equipped with a baseball bat and a few bullets in his revolver, the story takes you across the atmospheric neighborhood of Greyhill, which is invaded by UFOs and gray aliens. The developers of the game is Refugium Games. The set release date is June 9th, 2023. Be sure to add it to your Steam wishlist now. Greyhill Incident receives a 4 out of 5 zombie hand rating for level of excitement.
Rachel! No! No, Henry!
And don't forget to be aware of the small green man in your backyard. You're Mr. Broker.
They are gray.
On dispensing of existence. To create constant pressure. Absolute failure control. But we got fucking laws around here.
Red Barrels invites you to experience mind-numbing terror, this time with friends. Whether you go through the trials alone or in a team, if you survive long enough and complete the therapy, Murkoff will happily let you leave, but will you be the same? Outlast Trials is developed by Red Barrels. It's set to release on May 18th, 2023. Also, don't forget to add it to your Steam wishlist today. The Outlast Trials receives a 5 out of 5 zombie hand for level of excitement.
Perception. Guard. Chemical encouragement. Doctrine over person.
This is for your own good.
The final confession. Elaborate and inclusive, rather than terse, for an even greater emphasis upon the experience of personal rebirth. Political criminals are subjected to a literally fatal dispensing of existence by the promise of execution.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, where thousands of young to salvation have gone. Oh God, she knows I'm one.
Return to Dursato Manor in this reimagination of Alone in the Dark, a love letter to the 90s cult classic horror game. Alone in the Dark is a psychological horror set in New Orleans, Louisiana. The developer is Pieces Interactive and currently does not have a set release date, but you can still add it to your Steam wishlist. Alone in the Dark receives a 4 out of 5 zombie hand rating for level of excitement.
Welcome to the Madhouse, Detective.
Routine is a first-person sci-fi horror set on an abandoned lunar base designed around an 80s vision of the future. The developer is Lunar Software and the release date is to be announced, but you can always add it to your Steam wish list for future availability. Routine gets a 3.5 out of 5 zombie hand rating for level of excitement.
Hello? Hello?
Paranormal Tales is a next-gen horror game based on found footage built in Unreal Engine 5. You experience and play through each tragic tale of those who went missing from the viewpoint of body cams, phones, and VHS cameras. Do you have what it takes to play through the end of the footage? The developer is Digital Cyber Cherries and is set to release in 2023. Be sure to add Paranormal Tales to your Steam wishlist. Paranormal Tales also receives a 4.5 out of 5 zombie hand rating for level of excitement.
My very first memory is that of hitting a piano key. Pure joy at the immediate response to my action. And then a surge of power as I realized that the piano would do what I wanted it to. What is left of it now?
I see it.
I will never be like one of his paintings.
All stories must come to an end, even twisted and eerie ones. The canvas, the stage, the novel. This narrative-focused psychological horror experience is ready for its final brushstrokes. Its curtain call, its final chapter. Are you ready to return and face your fears one last time? The developer is Bloober Team and Anshar Studios. The game is set to release in June of 2023. Add it to your wish list on Steam today. Layers of Fear receives a 5 out of 5 zombie hand rating for level of excitement.
Something seems off. I've been hunting entities all over the country. A djinn at the Fairville gold mine.
The Hauntings is a 1 to 4 player online co-op investigation and exorcism game. Using a wide range of paranormal investigation equipment, your group must try and successfully discover the source of the haunting and proceed to remove the threat from the area. The developer is Warka, and the release date just says coming soon. If these type of games interest you, be sure to add it to your Steam wishlist. The Hauntings receives a 4 out of 5 zombie hand rating for level of excitement.